so I ended up studying. I went out. Ooh, we don't have the flavor I want. I'm getting a bloom for my 2 shifts that I'm working because Mark keeps drinking my blooms. Cherry limeade. Good morning and happy New Year's Eve. It's December 31st. Ugh, can't believe I'm working on the last day of December, or the last day of the year. But we gotta get ready for work and get the shift over with. And then I'm off till today's Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. I'm off till on Sunday. So that's a pretty good amount of days off. So I'm off for New Year's. But let's get ready. Oh God, I'm tired. Come on. Go, girl. Come on. Today's gonna be an interesting day. I have my same 3 patients from yesterday, and my patient that had a sitter when I left does not have a sitter today, so definitely interesting. It's gonna be a busy day. But we gonna get it done, y'all. I went to get breakfast and I got my coworker coffee with some eggs and bacon and biscuit. Sorry. So my cute little patient with Down syndrome decided to pull his IV out. So we do have IV team, but I always try to get my IVs myself because I know they're busy. But I did put like an order for it. So we're gonna get our extension, our IV kit. I'll get a 22 and a 20 just in case. I'm not sure how good the veins are. But I'm gonna use the vein finder because he looks a little puffy. And then, I need an arm board. So he's a little confused, so where is the arm board? So we use arm boards like this, and we put them on patients. The long one mainly for like the AC, so like a patient's bend their arms, the pump is gonna be beeping all the time. So for him, it's really just to cover it so he doesn't pull it out. That's the goal. Let's pray and hope I can get his IV. And it's only 11 something, y'all. I'm ready to go home, but today so far not so bad. I took my patient down to MRI. That took literally an hour, but I was able to do some charting. I did some practice questions. I did about like 15 practice questions while I was down there, and I ate my breakfast. So I got something done at least. But yeah, let's go to this IV. I'll let y'all know if I'm successful or not because he looks like a hard stick. I'm pretty sure IV team put in the IV that he had, but it's a whatever. Okay. it's just a more aggressive program with the goal. I'm currently on break. Actually, I had a pretty good shift. Today was a lot better than yesterday. Even though my same patient yesterday almost fell today because the family decided they want to try to get him out the chair without the walker and without the chair being locked and all his monitor cords wrapped around his leg. But it's 5:33. I always take my late lunch, like I always say. Yeah, and I actually had the same 3 patients from yesterday. I feel like our unit does a lot of like turnover, like downgrading, getting patients in the ICU, getting patients from the ED. And our unit is full, and we had like 8 patients on our bed board. Some of them are downgrades from the ICU, and then some of them are from the ED, and there was one patient from a freestanding ED. So, and it was to the point where they were gonna put a patient in the hallway. I thought they were doing like a simulation or something. No, that was for a patient, but the patient ended up going to the OR, and we don't do like post-op patients for certain procedures. But yeah, good day. We got an hour and like 15 minutes. Let me say an hour and 30, because by the time I get reports like 7 o'clock. But not a bad day. It's freezing outside. I wanted to take my break outside, but it's like 20 or 30 degrees outside, so that's not going to happen. But I did a Sarah Michelle 30 question practice quiz, and I got an 86%, so that's a good thing. But I feel like I'm a little iffy because yesterday I did one, I got a 66%. Feels like every other day my score varies. So I think what I need to do is sit down and take an actual mock, because it comes with 4 mock practice exams, 2 for the AANP, which is one of the certification exams, and then 2 for the ANCC. So you still come out as a family nurse practitioner, but it's just different exam styles. But while I'm on break, I'm just gonna start watching this APA video and be studious. Of course.
United States are either diabetic or pre-diabetic. That number to me is shocking. Half of the people. That means like this whole side of the room, as opposed to that whole side of the room. So I want you to realize that you are interacting with patients on a regular basis who probably have diabetes or pre-diabetes, and unless you screen them, you will miss them. So ADA says, listen, knowing those numbers, you have to screen people, and we want you to do it in 2 different ways. The first way is the way that you're screening people right now. We screen them annually if their BMI is 25 or greater and they have another risk factor. Everybody remembers that one. But the second way that ADA wants you to screen people is based on age. And that often is...
So I have a meal voucher. Your girl's finally off. So Mark wanted me to get him a burger. So I'm gonna go downstairs to the cafeteria and get him a burger. But I'm gonna try to make some soup. Jumu, if you don't know, that's one of the soups we make as Haitians on New Year's. I can't wait to get home, yo. I cannot believe it's the new year. I feel so bad for night shift. Jesus. I learned this from the ER nurse. 1, 2. This is an extremely rare opportunity. It could mean an MVP. I don't know how to convince him to have another surgery. He is refusing any and all treatment. Well done. Yeah. Wave hi. Khalil looking like, what is going on? Lily. Hey, girl. You're such a good girl. I can't believe you're a grandma. Come on, I know you like your booty rubbed. It's funny because Fluffy likes the same. Is the dog dead? Oh, I thought it was dead.
So I took my dog to go first time I sit with this video. He's sleeping.
Lily would have been thrashing in there.
Girl, you're shedding everywhere.
Well, this is not summertime. Don't she shed worse in the summer?
Yes.
she did faint a few times at school.
Did you dye your hair?
That's when even patients just rip their IVs out when they're confused.
I know.
I know if I would have known, because like I know how you are sometimes. I'm like, I'm staying home. I'm like, she don't want to do that.
Lucy still wants to be a fighter.
Are you doing this, Serena?
Well, I'm doing landscape. Cheers. 2026.
Wait, let me see this.
I wasn't even looking at it.
Wait.
You want a slice? Mackenzie, you want a slice?
I'll wait for my chicken.
You don't want it? I don't want this to fly away.
How are we eating? We really just look gross.
I got this one. You're gonna fucking die when you see how much carbs and sugars in this shit. No, not 95, 35. That's still a lot.
I would gain 1 pound.
35 grams of carbs and 34 grams of sugar. I don't know why it's so much.
34 doesn't
Bruh.
Yeah, I'm not ordering this. 68% sugar.
That tastes good.
I bet so. Shit, all that sugar. It's only 5 milligrams of THC.
Your roommate probably went to sleep. She looked exhausted. I need to book that nail appointment when I get home. I want to find some nail inspos before. What color should I do?
What color is your dress?
I haven't gotten one.
And then stick with like a neutral
Color.
color.
I think I want a dress that's warm. This is so creative. Oh my god. Isn't this cute? My friend gave me this Christmas basket that she made. Ooh, that's cute. It's a lighted makeup mirror. It's funny because I did need a new badge roll for my nursing badge for work. Oh, these are pastel soap papers. And some lip and under eye mask. Isn't this cute? Come here, smell this.
Tell Lizzie if she wants to come with me to the lounge this weekend.
She works. She still works at this
Cause I can at least
Ooh.
let her meet the rich guy. Will could definitely help her find some guys. And I mean, I don't know, he's rich as fuck, but he doesn't seem like those snobby rich people.
Smell this?
It's not food, dumbass.
Did you bust it out? Did you vomited?
No, I guess not.
Did you?
No, I guess not.
Hello? Did you?
I don't remember.
Even
Come
Taylor
on.
was asking for you.
I
Well,
couldn't go.
Fluffy literally vomited, and she had diarrhea, so her vomit got on her ears. So I was like, well, you know, let me just give her a shower. She was due for a shower, pretty much. Right, Fluffy? I'm sorry, girl. Oh, you got some mats. Hey, hey! Fuck. I wish she does this. Look at her. Hey, don't do it. And then I gotta cover this stuff. And then blow dry her. Hey, stop. Ah! Stop! Hey, stop. Yeah. So I just finished an IV appointment. I have one more to do, and then I'm gonna study, and then later we're going to the movies because I want to watch the new Housemaid movie. And I'm actually meeting my friend Mame. Funny thing is, I met her on Bumble. That's probably the only friend that I made on Bumble, but she's really cool. So we're gonna be going to watch that movie at like 4. I think it was 4:30, 4:35 ish. So it's 10:53 right now. My next appointment, I should be getting there by 11. Thankfully, I'm only like 7 minutes away from my next client, so that worked out perfect. I'm a little early because he was originally booked for 11:30. Oh, great, he just canceled. So my other client decided to cancel, so I'm just gonna go home. I'm gonna study. I think I'm gonna either go home, study, or go home, change, go to the gym, and then study. Let me let them know that he canceled. When I tell you guys that movie was so good, I'm definitely gonna watch it again. Now I just got in the elevator to go to this bar to meet my friends, and then we're going to this college football game. Do I watch college football? No, but I'm gonna do some practice questions when I. Where's the exit? Wait, exit to Graham Street. In the freaking world. Oh, perfect. I'm just like. Let's go! Let's go! Joy, look at our cut water. Our $15 cut water.
Wait, pause it. I'm ready. I'm getting ready to go to work right now. Am I excited? Hell no, because we're already short-staffed. We've been short-staffed for like a few weeks now. Like my unit was struggling with like the census, and like people were always being sent home, which I didn't mind because I had homework and stuff. But now it's like our unit is back being full. We don't have any staff. But you guys will not believe what's exciting this week. I am taking my AANP board exam for my FNP. I'm so nervous, y'all. 3 of my classmates already took it and passed. And I just have like the worst test anxiety, so I don't know. But I've been studying. Today at work, I'm going to try to do as many questions as I can. Review like my weak areas. I literally have not told a soul when I'm taking my exam. The only person that knows is me and God. And then you guys will find out once after I take my exam and I upload this. But I just feel like it takes a little bit of the anxiety away when you tell people, because then people are like, oh my God, did you pass? Did you pass? And God forbid you don't pass, and bam. But I have faith that I'll pass. Because I've been studying a lot, doing as many questions as I can. Yeah, it's a struggle. I do my eyebrows. I actually kind of like working on the weekends because I feel like it's a lot slower. It's like less movement in the hospital. Bro, this is like my favorite blush now. The Road Pocket Blush in the color Teddy. What's it called? Roasted Teddy? Yeah, no, Toasted Teddy. That's a roasted Toasted Teddy. So I'm going to put a little bit on. And then kind of blend it in. I feel like this will make me look less tired. And then, yo, I bought a MAC lip liner, and I don't know where the hell I put it. Mind you, this lip liner was like 25 bucks. I gotta figure out where I put it. I have some stuff in here, but that's all I'm gonna do for my makeup. Nothing too crazy. We just gotta survive these 2 days. Honestly, I should have scheduled my exam. I work Sunday, Monday. My exam is Tuesday. I should have scheduled it for Wednesday. When I went to go reschedule it, they charged like a $50 rescheduling fee, and I was like, okay, fuck it, I'm not about to pay $50 to reschedule. So I'm just gonna keep my original date, and we're gonna go with the flow. Let's go downstairs so I can pack my lunchbox. Okay, so this is what I'm packing for lunch for work. I have some Haitian food. I made some white rice and then legume, which is basically like cabbage. You got carrots, shallot, and what's the other thing? Oh God, I forgot. It's purple. I can't remember the name of it. But it's like a mix of vegetables, and I made it with some oxtail. So it's gonna be like my dinner. I'll eat that around like maybe 5 o'clock. For breakfast, I have a protein yogurt. I get the ratio protein yogurt, and it has 25 grams of protein. And then as a snack, sometimes if I'm not able to eat like my actual dinner, I'll eat a snack just so I don't pass the hell out, because I can't be taking care of patients and take care of myself. And then that's it. And then I have my Stanley cup with my water. And put some ice in here. Try my best to drink this whole thing. That's usually my goal, but then sometimes it gets so busy on the unit, I really don't have the time to do that. And then I have my book bag. I'm bringing my laptop. I always bring my laptop, even though sometimes I don't have time to use it, but it's better than nothing. So I have my little portable charger. I got this from Amazon. I'm gonna wear my glasses. Car keys, wallet. Because last time I went to work, I forgot my wallet, and Mark was like, you need to make sure you have your wallet, so I'm not gonna forget it again. That sucks. And it usually takes me like 16 minutes to get to work. There's not gonna be any traffic at all because it's the weekend. You know, all the 9-to-5ers don't work on the weekend, so it's less people on the road. But let's get to work. Make sure I don't forget anything. Yeah, I think we're good. I got my little light on so you guys can see me. I'm so not excited to go to work, y'all. Like when I tell y'all, your girl is burnt out. I'm just burnt out. And my unit is like so heavy. I feel like step down units are like the middle child of the hospital. Okay. Put bag in place. Put my Stanley cup. I need to go to the car wash, y'all. Because outside of my car is like disgusting. And then I think I'm gonna wear my pink Brooks. And I got these in like the wide because I have wide feet. And these are really comfortable. It's either I wear these or my Crocs. Let's go. So I'm currently about to go get blood for one of my patients. Oh my God, my hair looks a mess, y'all. Why does it look like that, Lord? They did one unit during night shift, but I had to get the other ones. Well, the other one, which I'm trying to get it over with because her family is allowed to. Oops, sorry.
Going down.
Yeah, her family is a law. So I was like, I just want to get this over with. I did my med pass for all my other patients already. So I was like, let me get everything out the way and then we can do this blood so I don't have to like stress about having to medicate my patients. So weirdly, this hospital, you don't have to do 2 nurses to verify. So your first verification is when you get the blood and the second is when you give it yourself. Odd, right? That's cool. And then on our unit, we fill out this paper with like vitals and everything and we give it to the charge nurse. So I discharged one patient already, literally at like 10 o'clock. So I have 2 patients right now. I'm about to get a patient from the med-surg floor. It was an upgrade. The patient had the flu, but I guess they were hypotensive and they want to do our arterial drip. So the med-surg floor kept doing boluses and albumin. So they were like, let's just upgrade them to PCU. So I'll be getting that patient. So I'm getting my line now. I got my precaution sign, chuck pad for the bed, pulse ox, and then the cord for the monitor because they use a little box. We have the actual monitor on our unit. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, IV tubing. So I got my IV tubing. I'm trying to think of everything that I need. I don't have to keep coming in here. I'm probably gonna come in here again. But we have so much supplies. So we got like miscellaneous stuff here, wound care, our BiPAP machine for OptiFlow, trach stuff, mask, venti mask, all of that, all you need. Everything here is IV catheter, IV tubing, IV start kits, label, and then like syringes and miscellaneous stuff. So okay, I'm officially on break. I need to clock out and I'm gonna just finish my questions. So I made a 100-question quiz on the Sarah Michelle app and I'm only on question 25, y'all. Not doing the best. And in my hospital, we clock in and out on our phones. Why did they let us do this? I don't know why, but guess what? I'm never late to work. And make sure I clock out every single time.
So it's 5:35. I always take my break late. So I should be going back at 6:05. When I go back, I'm gonna medicate one of my patients, and I think that's the only thing I have left to do. And it's just a PRN medication, so nothing too much. Actually, no. My other lady has Coreg due. I have to give that to her. And I have antibiotics, so I need to reschedule the Coreg. Okay, so we're gonna do a practice question together. So this question says, a 9-year-old girl presents to the clinic with a circular red rash with bullseye appearance for the past 2 days. So the minute you hear bullseye, you should know exactly what this is. The patient's parents report they are on a camping trip 1 week. Of which of the following is the best therapy? I believe it's doxycycline, and that is the correct answer. Anytime you hear bullseye, you think of Lyme disease. So that's like one of like the ways that I learned to remember things is like those what do they call them? There's like something words like buzzwords. There we go. So like if you hear something like impetigo, for example, you know, if you hear like the honey crested, you know for sure it's impetigo right off the bat. Or like if it's fifth disease or hand, foot, and mouth, stuff like that. Because the skin is my biggest weakness. So I basically made a 100-question quiz with my weakness, which is skin and peds. So far I'm doing actually pretty good. So that's a good sign. But I'm enjoying my break, do my questions, and I'll see you guys at the end of my shift. Okay, I'm home from work. I tell you, I don't want to go to work tomorrow. Like 2 of my 3 patients were chef's kiss, but all it takes is that one patient, well, not even patient, the family, to drive you nuts. Like those family members. It's like, yes, I love being a nurse. When I tell you the family was like, oh, how can we leave a 5-star review for you, blah, blah, but it's like they don't realize how needy they have been and how much I've been in that room because they keep calling. And my tech was not really the most helpful, but it wasn't her fault. So I have to do everything by myself, which is a lot. Because that patient could barely do much. So, but we're home. I went to shower. Mark. Hey, hi.
What you doing?
Oh, your hair look crazy.
It's natural.
I need a pair of pajamas.
There's pajamas in there.
Who are you talking to? Voice is back. Okay, now to shower, get clean, because Mark said I have MRSA all over me, which I probably do, but they're not gonna study. So I started a quiz again. So I finished 100 questions, and I started another one with the questions that I got wrong. And then we're gonna see how we do. And I'm gonna try to review like my weaknesses, doing the videos from Sarah Michelle and stuff. But yeah. It is shift 2 out of 2. Yeah.
Their nose, absolutely.
I literally fell asleep studying. Like, I woke up and it was, I think, like 12 o'clock when I woke up. And I was like so delirious and confused because I didn't know what was going on. But I'm leaving the house a little early because I want to get a energy drink from the gas station. So we got to get that done.
Oh yeah. At some point, they might have a little something here to do that 12 feet. Whether or not it's gonna be before or after a shower, if they let you shower, it's kind of up in the air.
I always forget that respiratory does our EKGs. Even though I always do it. Because I ain't waiting for them.
Me too. There's a lot of times I'm like, I'm not waiting.
Like yesterday, I needed to do one for 24. And this EKG machine was not working. I'm like, and then,
Did you have 24 yesterday?
yes,
I didn't know that.
they love me, but I couldn't stand them. Because I was constantly in the room. And I'm just like, well, if you need help, let me know. Because she likes to use a bedpan. Yeah, so that EKG machine don't work. I'm like, and the family was say, oh yeah, that happened yesterday. Why you didn't tell me the minute I hooked it up? You see me struggling. Because like, you know, when you hook it up to the patient, it automatically lets you go to the next screen to see the EKG. It just kept saying patient hookup needed. I'm like, okay, the patient's hooked up to the EKG machine. What's going on? So I was like, okay, maybe we need a new battery. So I changed the battery, still not working. I said, okay, let me just go get a new EKG. The other one on the other side at this point. And then the second I hooked her up to that one, it worked. I was like, we need to have 2 functioning EKG machines. That's so inconvenient. Okay, I need to go pull my lady's meds.
I gotta give me one of my patients. They gotta float someone down to the ER. I guess I got big.
You're going to the ER?
Yeah.
What are you giving me?
Rico, you're getting one too. You know, see this message?
I don't know. I can't take him serious.
Rico. Rico. No, Rico.
Okay, so far my shift is not going that bad. I have a lady with a trach, and her trach got dislodged 3 times within the past week. So they were gonna do a trach exchange today, but then they changed their minds because she's been fine overnight. I'm trying to find cinnamomycin so I can get my patient her ceftriaxone. And then I need a needle. Let's do this one. Yeah, once I medicate this last patient, I'll be good. Nice thing is I had the same, like 2 of my patients. That one family's patient, I begged them to not give me them back, and thankfully they did not. And guess what? They called security on the family, so I'm glad I don't have that family today. I really don't want to deal with that on my last shift. And then we're off for 10 glorious days, y'all. We're almost there. So my patient whose trach was discharged like 3 times, she's gonna be going home today later. So I'm just giving her a few disposable inner cannulas of the 4 Shiley, because she originally came in with a 6 Shiley. So we want to make sure if it does come out, her family has like extra. And I gotta make sure she has the obturator, which is like this little, you guys can see it, this little blue thing. If it comes out, you just put that in there if you don't have a trach available. So I'm gonna give her about like 3 of these, just so she can have, to be on the safe side. And I'll give her a few trach ties too, and the gauze. I need to get a bag actually. Okay, and then I'm gonna sit down and try to study a little bit since I don't have any meds to pass throughout the next hour.
There was no point to get on because it was already set the down low.
God, I can't wait to take my sewing out. That's why I got this headband on. My leave out looks horrible.
I think I'm just going to give me like it's not white.
I'm blaming Jessica for getting a burger. I could have got Chick-fil-A, that's healthier. I'm sending this to Mark.
It's still the bread.
At least I got a single cheeseburger. They look so overwhelmed down there. I'm not starving been to the one in Silsby. They're overpriced, I feel
They
like.
are overpriced, but they're good though.
How much did you pay for that?
$12.
That is a lot.
Lower.
Ew, you got pickles in there?
Okay.
Is it good?
There's pickles in there.
Okay.
At least, is it good?
A little spicy.
Oh.
I feel like it wasn't.
Finally on my uninterrupted break, I'm eating a mozzarella cheese stick. And I'm not gonna go sit at the nursing station because yesterday my break got interrupted. So we're not doing that again. But my patient went home, so I'm at 2 patients now. I'm praying to God that I don't get an admission. Or at least if I do get a patient, it'll be like a med-surg upgrade, like a rapid or ICU downgrade. But yeah. What time is it? It's 5:35 though. My late lunch like I always do. So I'm gonna do some practice questions. And then I'll do my whole break and then go back and then finish the rest of my shift.
Sign, Auschwitz, however you want to pronounce that, the A word, that's that pinpoint bleeding that happens when the plaques are removed. And I'm sure it's very tempting to pick at this thing, right? Especially for the pickers. It will bleed, and that's called Auschwitz sign. Please remember those 2 conditions for psoriasis. The thing you need to know and remember about acanthosis nigrans is that that pigmented area, usually it's on the neck, it could be on the back, it could be on the skin folds. But the one thing I need you to remember is that a red flag should go up for diabetes. I need you to check the sugar on these people, check the sugar levels, because usually that means that there are high sugar levels in the blood. As a velvet, hyperpigmented patches, okay? On the skin. Red flag. What labs do you want to order? You better check an A1C, glucose level. All right, check that sugar. Scabies. All right, scabies. It's itching that gets worse at bedtime. These are key words, right? So if you get a question, they talk about someone complaining about itching at night, you have to think about your bed bugs, right? Excuse me, not bed bugs, your scabies. Everyone in close contact must wash the sheets, hot water, the clothing. If you can get rid of it, even better.
Good morning, guys. It is test day. I'm so nervous. I literally couldn't sleep last night. Like, I literally took a Benadryl to go to sleep. Because I was up in the bed just like staring at the ceiling because I really couldn't go to sleep. And then Mother Nature decided to make her grand appearance this morning because I woke up at like 6 something because my stomach felt queasy. And I was like, okay, I have to pee. Maybe I just have to poop. And I go pee and I'm like, oh, fuck. And like, I've always had really bad periods. So it's like my period gives me like PTSD because like the second I see blood, I like run and grab my ibuprofen. But I have not really cramped. Like, my stomach feels like kind of queasy, but not like cramping feeling like I usually get where I'm like in the bed, curled up, just dying from the pain. So like this is a big change. My doctor did say that I would notice a difference like within the first 2 to 3 months. Like last month wasn't bad. So I was like, okay, maybe the following month will be about, the same or better. And he was not lying. If you know you have endometriosis or you think you have endometriosis, please find a gynecologist that will listen to you and a surgical gynecologist at that. So yeah, that was probably the best thing I could have done. But I'm still gonna take a ibuprofen before I go to the testing center for the I think my test is 1 or 1:15 because they email you to remind you to. So I'm probably gonna leave the house at 12. And 11:45. Where is the email? I know I got an email the other day. Okay, so it's at 1:15. So then we leave the house at 12:45 and just sit in front of the testing center it's like you got to make sure the center actually exists, because one of my friends yesterday, she took her exam, she passed, but she said she had a hard time finding a place, and it really raised her anxiety on top of the anxiety she already had. So she's like, make sure you get there way earlier, which I'm gonna do.
Okay, so I'm leaving my house now. It is 10:22. I'm gonna go to Walmart because I want to see how much the pillowcases are at Walmart, and then not pillowcases, towels, because I was gonna get them on Amazon, but I was like, you know, let me wait and see so I can see how much it's gonna be. And then what else did I need? I need to get like a curtain for the bathroom, because our guest bathroom is pretty much like empty. I'm trying to think what else did I need to get. I guess I'll just make a list. But I'm gonna go to the Walmart, and then I'm gonna go to the Starbucks. There's a Starbucks like 5 minutes from the testing center. I read online that they prefer you to come at least 30 minutes before, so I'm gonna try to get to the testing center at like 12:40, because my exam is at 12:45, because my exam's at 1:15. So that way that gives enough time. And then I'm glad I looked on there, because you need 2 forms of ID, but luckily your first form of ID is going to be your driver's license with your first and last name. And then what else did it say? Like credit card, like a employee badge. I think my badge has my last name. I can't remember. I think it has my last name on one side and my first name only on one side, and I use the side that has my first name because you do not need to know my last name. But yeah, and that's it. But yeah, I'm so nervous. I feel like I'm having palpitations. But I got this. I've been studying, I've been putting in the work, so hopefully all my hard work will, you know, come to an end today, and then we pass our FNP. And I'm debating if I want to take the ANCC too. So if I do pass, not if, I will pass, I'm gonna see if I can take the ANCC. I'm gonna see how much the exam is, and then try to schedule that one too.
On my mirror, start to blush when somebody says your name. In my stomach there's a pain. You walk in my direction, I go the other way. I start to stutter when I speak. Trying to stand up, my knees go weak. What's happening to me? In the dark, can you tell me what it means? I lay my head on my pillow.
Discussing is PBS. It's also.
So I just pulled up to the testing center. I was actually only like 3 minutes away.
As those proton pump inhibitors.
I thought it was like 5 minutes, but I'm gonna be reviewing some stuff before the exam. It's 12:29, so I'm gonna go in at like 12:43. That way I have time to get on the elevator and everything. But yeah, I'm gonna review. I feel like my heart is like beating out of my chest and in my stomach. But yeah. Guess what, guys? We passed! Oh my god, I'm like dying right now. I need to screenshot this. So today was very, very exciting. You know, a lot happened, but I'm about to go lay in bed and try to edit some of these videos that I made. I feel like I made so much like content over the last 3 months. I just never had the time to edit it. So we're about to edit some of them. Some of them include like me getting ready for clinicals. I'm still gonna post it because I recorded it. So I need to put in the work right now. So about to edit my videos, and I'll see you guys in my next vlog. Bye.